My name is Whitney Egbert. I'm an actor, as well as the managing director for the Shakespeare Forum. I saw A Midsummer Night's Dream at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival when I was maybe 8 or so, maybe younger than that even. And it was the production where they had a massive bower, and Titania got in her bower and it raised up. It was in their outdoor theater. And I just remember sitting up in one of the higher levels, just being in awe of this magic that was happening in front of me, watching her float up, sort of thing. So it's my first Shakespeare. I think working with Shakespeare has made me more aware of words. So I choose them more carefully, I feel like, or if it doesn't feel like that's the right word, I will try and find the right word. I think that comes from my work in Shakespeare, just from his specificity in the use of words and the different things they can mean at different times and that sort of thing. I played Rosalind in As You Like It, and I think her wordsmith, her wit, and her sort of quick sense of, once she's playing Ganymede, she has this ability and she sort of takes on this thing of, I can say whatever I want now, and really takes that to heart in a lot of ways and really, expresses what she feels, which I think is such a unique thing in theater in general, to not have the subtext and to not have the political cover-ups and that sort of thing that a lot of characters have, but to get to say what you think and tell people off in her own way. I think that was a lot of fun. I think a dedication to understanding the poetry, right? So a lot of people get confused about Shakespeare and think that it's not English or not modern English. And I think that the idea is that it's actually just poetry or spoken word. So it's the same words put in a different syntax, put in a different order. And if you can, as a Shakespearean, if you can sort of sit down and say, okay, what is my point here? Then that comes through. And I think that that's, if you're willing to give it that time and sort of put in the work, or not the work, if you're willing to put in the passion, I guess is the best word for it, to sort of figuring out what it is he was trying to say, then the poetry comes across. And I think that applies to a lot of poetry in general. I'm really interested in the span of story. You can follow these characters for such a long time. And I think that's such a unique experience, both for an actor and an audience member, and even just a reader, to sort of get this bigger picture of characters. I played this role a couple years ago, and I realized that she is the character, she is sort of the audience's way into the play. She's the only one that talks directly to them. And she's got this interesting journey of, she's super passionate, but she makes all the wrong choices, and we all have that friend that is sort of like, I'm gonna go do this, and you're like, maybe not the best choice. How happy some or other some may be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eye, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, because in choice he is so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when that hail some heat from Hermia felt, so it dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then will he to the wood tomorrow night pursue her, and for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. For herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.